Hello everyone, it's Sal, Stretford Post. How you doing? And welcome to the match preview between Manchester United and Brighton, which is a crucial game for Manchester United, of course, especially after we just defeated Liverpool, the arch enemy. There's no point doing that if we can't go on to the Brighton game and win that game, guys. It's so important that we win the game. It's so important that we exert ourselves, we implement ourselves to perfection, guys. And you know what? Let's change the narrative, because, you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, yes, Man United, they defeat the likes of Liverpool and Arsenal and Man City, but when they play the likes of Brighton, Wolves and Crystal Palace, we don't do the business, guys. So it's up to us to do the business, and I firmly believe that we have turned the corner, guys. I really do, guys. So this game, you know, I would say is a game that has really made us struggle over the last few years. You know, I think it's 10 games. We won one game or something like that. And I think that's unacceptable when you're playing a team like Brighton. And Brighton will be up for this game. This is what Brighton do. This is what Brighton are all about. Brighton are about upsetting Manchester United. Because if Brighton was so good, how comes they don't qualify for European competition? How comes they don't win any trophies? It's because they live for games like this, guys. They live for games like this. They are desperate to beat Manchester United. That is what they're here for, guys. Absolutely. But everyone, this is my match prediction. This is what the team I think he will pick. I don't know if you guys agree. I do believe, guys, I know, shock, horror, there's no Maguire in that team. I think that Ruben Amorim rotate a little bit. I think he will play Lenny Yoro for this game. And he will play Benjamin Sesko for this game, because I believe, look, whether he plays Maguire or not, I do believe we need to push forward when we're playing at home and change it a little bit at home, i.e. play a striker up front. I think we need to do that. And I do believe that Mason Mount will keep his place, and it will be Benjamin Sesko up front with Mbeumo and Cunha. Fernandes and Casemiro will remain in that midfield. Diallo, Ahmad will be the right winger. And, of course, Dalot will be the left. I know that a lot of people want to see Dorgu, but this is not my team. This is what I think he will pick. If I was to pick the team, it would be different, but this is what I think he will pick. And I don't think we can go far wrong when we're looking at a lineup like this, guys. And what annoys me the most about these type of teams like Brighton, is that they live for these games, right? They mug their own fans off, so to speak, because their life is revolved around Manchester United and beating Manchester United, upsetting Manchester United. And this is what Brighton do. And I think we need to be ready for this type of game. I think we need to be prepared. I think we can't take anything for granted. We have to be prepared for this game, absolutely, and not mess it up. Because if we don't win this game, guys, I'm talking about win this game, you know what? That Liverpool game becomes irrelevant, doesn't it? It becomes unnecessary. It becomes... I mean, it's just a typical Manchester United. Same old Man United, you know, beat the big teams, lose against the small teams. That's what it is. And it'd be interesting to see how Carlos Baleba performs in this game. I'm interested to see that one. There's some interesting battles that are going to be occurring in this game, i.e. Danny Welbeck. We all know about Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck loves to play against Manchester United. Even when he's at Arsenal, he loves to play against Manchester United. I firmly believe we shouldn't have sold Danny Welbeck all those years ago. I thought we sold him too early. But yeah, look, it's going to be an interesting game, guys. And Brighton will be up for it. They love coming to Old Trafford, but we need to make Old Trafford a fortress again. That's what we need to do as a football club. Make Old Trafford the fortress it should be. That's what we need to do. And not fall on the weird side. Not let Brighton into the game. Not give them a kick. And as soon as the game kicks off, we need to get into a crunching tackle and let them know that we have arrived, guys, because they will be looking to dictate the play. They'll be looking to catch Man United on the break. This is what these teams do. So we need to look at absolutely squashing them on Saturday, guys. And I believe we can. And as you can see from the prediction after 90 minutes, it is a 3-0 win for Manchester United. That is what I'm going for. A 3-0 win for Manchester United. I can't wait. Let's put them to the sword, guys. We're not going to concede a goal. We're going to win this game, and I believe we're going to win this game comfortably, guys. How do you feel about it? Are you feeling confident? Are you feeling enthusiastic? Do you think Man United could do the business on Saturday, guys? It's imperative we do. I really hope we do. Of course. Let me just say hello. Good afternoon, good evening, hello, hi. How is everyone doing? Good afternoon, APN. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. We need to win against Brighton at home. If we win, manager and players will get their confidence back more than more. Exactly, APN. Nothing beats a winning a football match for confidence and morale. And a lot of the players will be thinking to themselves, you know what? We won games against the likes of Brighton before. We've done this before. No, we've won games against Liverpool before, should I say. We've done this before. But you know what? The Brighton game, the Wolves game, the Crystal Palace game, the Tottenham game, the Newcastle game. Those are the games that we notoriously struggle in over the last few years, isn't it? And I feel like Man United need to change that record. Change it over. Turn it over, as we used to do in the record players, of course, guys. And that's what Man United need to do. Absolutely. And, I hope that they go into the game buoyed of confidence. They just won at the most hardest place to go, guys, which is Anfield. They won at Anfield. There's no reason that we can't rack up to Old Trafford and absolutely stuff them seagulls. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make them a stuffed seagull. Stuffed seagulls on the house, and we can place it on our mantelpiece. I can place it right there. You know what I mean? On the shelf. That's what we need, guys. Absolutely. Big up APN. Big up Shakti. What's going on? We are winning it, no doubts. Big up, love the confidence. Turtle B ranting. Big up, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Let's win. It's me, PLG, for a bit of FC from before I made a new name. Big up, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Why Turtle be raging? Why the Turtle be ranting? Why are you calling yourself a turtle or a tortoise? How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Well, let's win this game. Absolutely. I think Sesso scores and when Bremo says with maybe Ahmed and scoring either, I would take a lovely 3-0, 2-0 win like that all day long, my friend. It will be absolutely lovely if Man United can get the win, no matter how we get the win, by hook or by crook. As long as we can get that win, guys, that is what's most important. I big up the legend that is Tyborg. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. Good to see Tyborg in the house. I'm not afraid of Brighton this time. We are in a momentum, and it will be surprisingly easy for a 3-1 United. Come on, Tyborg. We need this, man. We need this. We're going to be here for the watch along, and I don't want to be watching this watch along and thinking, what, same old, isn't it? I don't want that. It's Saturday. It's a Saturday evening, and I do not want that to happen, guys. It's a Saturday evening for me. I want my evening and the rest of my weekend to be very nice, very cushy, 2 pillows, nice and comfy. That's what I want my evening to be. I don't want any tossing and turning when I'm sleeping at night because we just lost to Brighton. Absolutely not. I want Man United to win this game. And I think we can win this game. We beat Liverpool at Anfield. There's no reason we can't win this game. Let's forget about that puppet-looking Danny Welbeck. I don't care about Danny Welbeck. He's going to come here trying to prove a point, as he's done for the millionth time, but not won anything. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? This is what he's going to try and do. So that's what Man United need to do. You know what Man United need to do? Man United need to win this game and win it at a counter. 3-1, 3-0, 4-0, 4-1, 4-2, whatever it is. I would even take a 1-0 to be fair. But as long as we win the game. Big up Tyborg, you legend. I hope you're doing well. I think Sesko will regain his form and score either a banger or a good goal. Come on, my friend. I hope Sesko gets a goal. I really hope so, because I want him to build on his confidence and stuff. I think he really needs to build on his confidence. Get a third goal for Man United. Come on. Oh, the worst signing in the Premier League this season. That's what they're saying, isn't it? That's the narrative. That's the sinister narrative that they're throwing out there, isn't it? Absolute frauds. Absolutely. Turtle be ranting. That's a funny name. We might even win 3-0. Come on, my friend. Big up, Stephanie. Long time no see. What Wagwan? What is going on with you? I hope you're doing well. Afternoon, Sal. Hi, big up, my buddy. We can't feed the seagulls again. Definitely need to score 3 goals. We're not going to feed the seagulls. We're going to stuff the seagulls. That's what's going to happen. Stick a load of stuffing in it, and then we're just going to stick it on this shelf over here. No cruelty to animals, by the way. I don't endorse cruelty to animals. It's metaphorically speaking. Just to let people know, of course, winning the home games is a must. We need to make Old Trafford into a fortress again, Stephanie. Absolutely, Stephanie 6551. Sorry, YouTube are you know what, are making handles instead of names, unfortunately. Turtle be rocking. All our players need is confidence. Let's bounce back. Absolutely, my friend. Early goal again, please. Absolutely. And Bramo on the break. Get it in. Sal, do you think Dunk will prefer a play against Sesko or Cunha? Probably Cunha. But I would like to think both. I would like to think he wouldn't like to play against both. They're both very difficult players to play against. If I'm a defender, which I would much prefer to play against Cunha because he'll be over there. Sesko will be causing me problems there. And I always believe when you're playing at home, you have to play a striker. I think because you're at home, it gives you the incentive to push. Now, I wouldn't be surprised, Steph, if he picks the same lineup. I wouldn't be surprised. However, I do believe it could be an opportunity to change the record a little bit, maybe change the lineup a little bit, maybe bring Euro in, maybe bring Cesc. And then you're not changing it much, you're just changing it to a more attacking sort of game. I think he loves Mason Mount. I think he loves Mason Mount. I do believe that Mason Mount could be starting this game. I think so, and I think he adores Mason Mount, guys. So I think he will be starting this game, absolutely. So let's wait and see what happens. I firmly believe that Man United are going to win. Look, Man United have to win, guys. Man United have to win. It's not even about believing, it's have to win. Dorgu or Dalot. You know what I would say, Stephanie? I would say Dorgu all day long because that's Dorgu's natural position. I just don't believe he's going to play Dorgu. I think he's going to play Dalot again. I just got this feeling. You know, I'm being a little bit confident about him even changing the lineup. I mean, people look at me and say, Sal, he's not going to change the lineup, and they'll have a point because he never does that. And I think that Lenny Yoro needs to play. I think that Sesko needs to play. And that's what we should do because I don't believe we should be playing a player like Maguire in this sort of game. He can come on. But yeah, I think he's going to play Dalot, Stephanie, even though Dorgu should play. I think he's going to play Dalot. That's his boy, isn't it? And that's what it is at the end of the day. Turtle be ranting. I think Sesko Cunha need time. He's adjusting to a different playing style. This is why I don't judge him right away after a couple of games. Just needs confidence. Football's about confidence. Turtle be ranting. Football is about confidence, and obviously, but you have to give every player an opportunity. Of course, I think that Sesko's got a little bit more confidence. He scored 2 goals in 2 games, of course, just recently. So I think he can come into this game and score a goal. Sesko's a very confident player. The one advice I would give to Cunha is that, you know, when your opportunity comes, take the right option. Take the right option. Just shoot because you want to score a goal. Take the right option. I said it earlier. I said it in one of my short videos. It's not all about stats. It's about overall impact on the game. And I think that Cunha has a big impact on this game, and he can have a big impact on this game, even if he comes on as a substitute. But both of those players can have a massive impact on this game, Cunha and Sesko. Whoever starts, whoever comes on the substitute, which they will, I think they're going to have a massive impact on this game, absolutely. Could Licha make the bench? Quite possibly. Licha's ready, not match fit, but he could be on the bench. I would like to see him on the bench. I would like to see, if we're winning this game, for example, if we're winning this game not comfortably, I would like to see Licha Martinez getting an opportunity just for a few minutes, just to like get that crowd buzzing and stuff like that. That would be great, wouldn't it? I would really like that. And yeah, look, we missed Licha Martinez. Licha Martinez is such an important player for us, and people underestimate, and people I cannot fathom how people ignore the fact that we've been missing Licha Martinez for the last year or so. And it'd be great if he does play, of course, some games at least. Cunha was immense in that last 20 minutes at Anfield. He helps our midfield out. He does. But at Old Trafford, it's a little bit different to when you're playing to Liverpool away. At Old Trafford, we need to be more in the incentive, more than dominating games, getting it up to that final third and putting the ball in the back of the net. And the only one who's capable of doing that, of course, is Sesko. And Sesko is capable of putting that ball in the back of the net. We have to have a striker up front. He's not going to drop Bruno, of course. So I think that one of them needs to drop. I think I would play Sesko for this game. Striking his confidence, and he's got 2 goals in 2 games, of course. So I would bring Sesko into the mix. Of course, big up Sam Houston. Thank you so much, my guy. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much, everyone who's joined me today. A different time today, of course. I'm not doing a chatterbox tonight because I have to go out. Got a couple of things to do, but yeah, I thought I'd do the match preview a little bit earlier today, of course, guys. So I really appreciate everyone who's here today at such late notice. You absolute legends, guys. So look, whatever happens, guys, whatever the lineup, I say it like this. You know, I'm happy, or I've been happy all week. I've been delighted all week. We won the game against Liverpool away from home. I'm not bothered now about the team that plays. I'm just bothered about Man United winning that football match. Yes, I would like to see certain players play. I would like to see certain players given an opportunity. But I'm not going to be crying about the lineup when I get the lineup, because I believe in Ruben Amorim. And I believe Ruben Amorim is that guy to take Manchester United forward. Absolutely. In my opinion, Sesko will score more goals in the upcoming games. It looks like he is already adjusting well from the Bundesliga to the Premier League, which is a big change. I agree. The only one who's going to, I believe that I've said it at the beginning of the season that I believe that Sesko will score 20 plus goals this season. He's already adjusted. Even when he hasn't scored, you look at the game against Chelsea when he done that little flick on for Embremo and ended up with the Chelsea red card, didn't it? And it actually won us the game. I would play Sesko in this game. I really would, because it's Old Trafford. I think when you're playing Old Trafford, you need to concentrate on scoring goals, and I think he can score goals, absolutely. Stephanie, Sal, it's not going out. He's going out to Mickey Flanagan. Big up, my friend. Big up, Stephanie. I haven't heard about Mickey Flanagan in a long time. Who finds Mickey Flanagan funny? Has anyone ever found Mickey Flanagan funny? I don't know. Still going to stick my prediction 2-1 for me. It's going to be a difficult game, Kenny, but I'm being overly zealous today because I'm in a zealous mood. I'm in an absolute positive mood today, Kenny. And I believe that Man United can do the business. Man United can win this game comfortably. Absolutely. I think they can. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Big up Sanjeev and big up for the support, my friend. As usual, Sanjeev is everywhere. He's the support guy. Absolutely. Very nice guy. Yes, so I believe that Man United will be confident in this game going into this game. You can't be much confident than going away to Liverpool and winning and then going into this game. Now, look, Brighton will be looking to cause an upset. They'll be looking at it and thinking to themselves that, you know what, Man United might, they might drop it a little bit. Man United, they might be complacent and that. This is what we have to be careful of because, they've done that before to Man United. And I'm tired of Brighton. I don't know about you guys. I'm tired of teams like Brighton. I really am. Crystal Palace, Brighton, Tottenham, all these teams that we used to beat easily. I think that we need to get back to those days where Old Trafford, Brighton, 2-3 points easy all day long. Do you know what I mean? And I'm talking about 2 pillows, nice and comfy. That's what I'm talking about, sort of easy game. And I know that Brighton will go anywhere. They'll go to Liverpool and they'll give Liverpool a game. They go to Arsenal, they give Arsenal a game. And they have done many, many times, of course, guys. But we need to make sure that we are ready for this game because I don't want the same narrative happening again. Turtle B. Ranting, Man United will bounce back from last season. Beating Chelsea and Liverpool is a good feat. I don't think, I know they will. Look, when people look at pound for pound, when you look at Man United's fixture list over this season so far, Man United pound for pound have had the hardest fixture list out of all the teams. 40% of our games have been from teams from the top 4, and we've won 50% of them. We shouldn't have lost to Arsenal. That obviously that happened. That should have been a foul on Binder. Binder should have done better, but it should have been a foul. But what I would say is this: it's not all doom and gloom. And I believe if Man United go out there, beat Brighton, beat Nottingham Forest, beat Spurs, beat Everton, and then you're going to think, well, Man United are back. You're going to have to think like that. But it's an if, isn't it? It's a big if. Can we do it? Can we prove the doubters wrong? Right? Because everyone's telling us. I've seen it on all over the social media pages. I've seen it all over the news that Man United, they're going to come unstuck against Brighton. Even on the overlap, they're predicting a loss for Man United. So look, guys. We need to change the narrative and we need to show them that we are back, guys. Absolutely. Got to be vigilant. Absolutely. We've got to get our foot in. As soon as that game starts, we've got to get our foot stuck in. Get ready for that game. Absolutely. Stephanie, win the next 3 games has to be our aim. Absolutely. If it happens, it will be a really back on track of average in 2 points per game. We need to get back until the lowest of the last few managers, which was a 53% win record, of course, wasn't it? We need to win the next 3 games to get to that 53%. At the moment, I think Ruben Amorim's got nearly a 40% win record. I think he had a 37% before the Liverpool game. Now I think he's got a 40%. I'm not sure. But Man United need to move that up to about a 53%, which is the lowest of the managers in regards to that. And of course, look, when I look at Man United, I know that we have a low win record. I know that our win percentage isn't as high as it should be. But it's not all about the results, right? It's about how we've played. And it's about having a belief and hope in the system and hope in the team and hope in the manager. And I really do have hope in this manager. There's many things about the Liverpool game that struck me. It was the camaraderie. It was the unity between the players, the vibe, the bond between the players. It really pleased me at the weekend. And I know, it's a little bit different to the training photos, the winning team photos in training and things like that. It was actually we won at Anfield. And that is when you take photos. That's when you celebrate. That's when you start giving winning team photos. And I enjoyed it, and hopefully we can carry on this momentum, this team ethic that we are building. You can really feel something. And I have felt it for the first time under Ruben Amorim. I really have. I'm feeling that, you know what, I'm feeling that it's our game. You know, we're starting to get into form. We're starting to win games, and I feel like we're gonna get to where we need. United don't tend to score when we score beat. United don't tend to get beat. Not at Old Trafford. Man United have never lost at Old Trafford when we've been leading at half time. I believe, if I'm not wrong. Man United have never lost at Old Trafford. So if we're winning at half time, bet your bottom dollar we're not losing the game. That's pretty sore, of course. Turtle be ranting. Man United game percentage win 50%. Draw 12.5%. Lost 37.5%. This is coming from 40% of our opponents from the top 4. Absolutely. Good. A big up, Lawrence. Good. Big up. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing good. Good luck to you and everyone for Saturday. Sal, do you think this is now Ruben's best team? No. I think at the moment, Ruben's doing a perseverance mission. I don't think this is his best team. This is nowhere near the kind of team or the kind of style of play that he played at Sporting Lisbon. However, all this talk about Ruben Amorim changing his system is just lies and myths and just trying to cover up the fact that they got it wrong. The reason that we went long against Liverpool is because we actually have a goalkeeper who can actually kick the ball, right? We haven't had a goalkeeper who can kick the ball over the past years. You know what I mean? So the fact that Seny Lamens is good with the left foot, he's good with the right foot, he can pass it, he can see it long, he's mixing it up because he's a good goalkeeper. And I think this is what it is. I don't think this is Ruben Amorim's best team. I think we're far from it. I think that Lenny Yoro should be in that team if it is his best team, definitely. And players that have serially underachieved, i.e. Maguire, Dalot, Shaw, Bruno, I don't think it is really a team that can be relied upon. But I hope that for some miraculous reason, they have changed their narrative. They've changed their thinking and they've got their head screwed on for the first time in their 40 years, 30 years. Of course. So let's hope so. It's all about the win. And today, I believe with the win will increase. It will increase, man, if we win the win record. 20 plus Premier League victories has to be our bare minimum target. European places or better. We will get it. Don't worry about that. Guys, I said it at the beginning of the season, and some people thought I was absolutely barking mad. I said that Man United are going to be in the top 3. You know, I did say win the league, but, you know, it's going to be hard, you know, especially the way Arsenal are playing. But I think Man United are going to be in the top 5, definitely, 100%. Well, I wouldn't say 100%. I would say Man United will be in the top 5. That's my prediction. If we win against Brighton, if we beat Nottingham Forest, if we beat... look, we can afford to draw. If we beat Nottingham Forest and we beat Brighton, we can afford to draw against Tottenham. And then we can beat Everton. And then that will be like, you know what, you're looking at the league and you're all of a sudden thinking, wow, well, like, you know what I mean? Wow, got up the top of the league. Yes, absolutely. And we'll be there, guys. Absolutely. Big up, Amir. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you guys. But that's basically the lineup that I think that he will choose. It's not the lineup that I think he would choose. It's the lineup that I think he would choose. Guys, let me know. And there is my prediction there. Right there is a 3-0 win to Manchester United. That is what I'm going for, guys. Absolutely. Yeah, so... Look, I would be happy with any type of win against Brighton at the weekend. Even 2-1, corner, off the backside, 1-0, own goal, whatever it is, I'll be happy with it, guys. Absolutely. That would be 3 games out of 3. 3 games out of 3. You know what I mean? Because you know what they're going to be doing sooner or later. You know what the media outlets are going to be saying soon? Oh, he can't win 3 in a row. That's what they're going to... I'm waiting for that one. I'm waiting for that old chestnut. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Take it easy, my friend. Take it easy. Hope you're well. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining me today. Of course. No, you know what? Yeah, that's what they're waiting for, another narrative. They're waiting for another stick to beat Ruben Amorim with. This is what they're waiting to do. So it's important that Man United really stuff it to them. Do you know what I mean? Like a stuffed seagull. It's all about stuffed animals today. I don't know why. Stephanie, Forest game, they might have a new manager. We seem to be suckers for the new manager bounce. Yeah, we do. Look, they got Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche, we're going to get Man United. Yeah, we got Sean Dyche. It's his first home game. It's going to be difficult. And Man United do seem to be laboured with games against new managers. You know, I don't know why it is. It's a familiar theme throughout the years where Man United end up playing a team that's got a new manager and they end up getting a new manager bounce. Now, luckily, it's not the first game, but it is the first home game. So the crowd will be up for this game. And I believe that, you know, Man United, again, need to be ready for these kind of scenarios. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. They brought back, Nottingham Forest have brought back Ian Wone and they brought back Steve Stone. Stone and Wone, if you remember, those of a certain age, you remember Stone and Wone at Nottingham Forest. And Steve Stone went on to play for England. When you think about it, guys, he went to Euro 96 ahead of Beckham and Scholes, who just won a double. Ridiculous anyway, but yeah, Steve Stone and Ian Wone will be there. So they're going to have the vibes. They're going to have all the confidence. They're going to be like up for the game and that. But it's up to Man United to be ready for that. It's up to Man United to be and prepared for those sort of things, because those sort of things happen in football. We need to change the record, right? Okay, we're going to play a new manager again. But now let's beat that manager. Let's hand him his first defeat. It's only Sean Dyche. You know what I mean? Dyche and Wood reunion, absolutely, yeah. Look, you know, Wood used to play for Burnley, of course. And look, you know what I would say? Look, you know, Man United always, I don't know why we end up getting the new manager. I don't know why it seems to happen all the time and we seem to come unstuck, you know, a lot of the time. And I think that we need to change this narrative now. We need to change the fact that we're going. No, people look at Man United and you know, people are beginning to look at Man United and think Man United are pushovers. I spoke to a Nottingham Forest fan yesterday and they think that Man United are pushovers. This is what they think. That's what they honestly think, right? We're not going to sign Elliot Anderson. He's not going anywhere. They think we're pushovers, guys. Now, I come from a generation that slapped up Nottingham Forest 8-1, right? Right. So at the end of the day, I come from a generation that used to enjoy playing Nottingham Forest, all right? Apart from the odd game at Old Trafford, we used to enjoy playing against Nottingham Forest, right? And I have fond memories of Nottingham Forest back when I was growing up. Unfortunately, lately, we're changing the record, we're changing the narrative, and we're becoming more of a soft touch. And rival fans are feeling this, and we got to change the record. I remember Ian Wone, he stopped us winning the EFL in 91-92, beating us 2-1 at the Old Trafford in the running. Yeah. As people know of a certain age, sorry, Steph, Leeds United picked us to the title in 1992. Of course, we took Cantona from Leeds, and Man United ended up going that further inch the next season in 1993, winning our first league title after 26 years. Of course, all that pain, in particular, pain against Leeds United when we lost the league to Leeds United, it sort of made it sweeter anyway. It all came and it all made it sweeter. Absolutely, guys. Guys, don't forget to smash a like. We need to get to 50 likes today. Don't forget to smash a like. It's all about the 50 likes, guys. Please. Absolutely. On this Thursday, smash a like if you think Man United are going to win this game, guys. That's what you should do. If you don't believe it, listen, don't be a Man United fan. Smash a like. We're going to win this game, guys. Absolutely. So smash a like for Man United. Absolutely. Smash a like if you love Man United. That's what I would say. Yeah. Ian Wone ended up playing for, obviously, Nottingham Forest, a legend at Nottingham Forest. You know, Steve Stone is a legend at Nottingham Forest. And I remember loads of games at Nottingham Forest. I remember a 1-1 draw at the City Ground with Kanchelskis bending one in the corner. I remember us beating them 8-1 at the City Ground. I remember us beating them 4-1 at Old Trafford, which wrapped up the title. And yeah, I remember loads of great games against Nottingham. I remember us losing 2-1 at Old Trafford with Stan Collymore bending one in the top corner. I remember that too. You know, there's a lot of great games that we've had against Nottingham Forest, you know, and I think it's about time Man United changed the record. I also remember us winning 4-0 at the City Ground. If Man United stop giving these teams hope, we're flipping Manchester United, for crying out loud. We got to beat these teams. And the way we are right now, having beaten Liverpool at Anfield, and undefeated at Anfield in 2 years, by the way, having beaten Liverpool at Anfield, I think that Man United need to show a lot of confidence and they need to believe that they can go to any ground right now and win. Because we've just gone to probably the hardest ground in Europe, if not the world, and won. You know? Stephanie, Sal, do you think Baleba will play against us on Saturday? Yeah, I do think so. I think he'll play against us. It'd be interesting to see, wouldn't it? It's a good opportunity for us to see Baleba up close against Man United. It's a good opportunity for us to see it. Of course, he has been substituted in most of his games this season, so he's got a lot to prove. And guys, I just hope he doesn't prove it against us. I hope he has a stinker. I hope he has a poor game. I really do. And I hope he absolutely stinks the place out and then ends up getting substituted as well. You know, I hope that. You know, I don't wish bad on the fella. You know, I like the player, but I just want Man United to win. And whilst they're not wearing the shirt of Man United, it's the way it is, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But what I would say about Baleba is that the ball was in his court, right? He wanted to go to Man United. It's pretty evident that he wanted to come to Man United. He wanted to be a Man United player. Who doesn't? And he didn't speak out, and that's it. And if you speak out, if you become a mouse, you know what I mean, you're going to get treated as such. And if he really wanted to move to Man United, he should have came out and said, "Look, Brighton, I want to move to Man United," and that's what he should have done. Where Brighton shouldn't be in any illusions that they are nothing more than a selling team. Everything that Brighton do is aimed at selling players and making profit. They do it very well. It's what they do, right? And they never qualify for Europe. They never win anything. And this is because they are a selling club and they don't like to keep players for long. They like to sell them off for 100 million. Mbeumo will get Mbeumo will get his ear or at Saturday or not at. Mbeumo will not get his ear at. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means. What does it all mean, Stephanie? I don't understand. What does it all mean? What does it mean? I don't know. You tell me. I really hope so. I really hope that Mbeumo absolutely kills it on Saturday, gets another goal. Guys, I'm telling you right now, right? And the people are going to laugh. I know there's rival fans on the stream sometimes, but what I'm going to say is this, guys. In regards to Bryan Mbeumo, I believe that Bryan Mbeumo, thank God I could pronounce my R's, Bryan Mbeumo, right? I believe that he's going to be probably one of the top signings of the summer, of the season. I think he's going to be better than Works. I think he's going to be better than Isaac. I think he's going to be better than all these players. I know this is why when we were linked to Bryan Mbeumo, this is why I was so eager and keen for us to wrap up the deal, because I just believe that he's a leader. I believe that nothing phases him. He's not scared. He's got this attitude where it's just whatever. You know what I mean? He could have lost his mind. He could have went mad. You remember the Grimsby game, for example, right? And he was like, after the game, there was a lot of Grimsby fan idiots, sheep shaggers, whatever they were, running onto the pitch and basically giving it to Mbeumo. And he was not fazed by it at all. And I really like the way Mbeumo is handling himself, absolutely. Mbeumo will talk him into coming to United, i.e. getting... Oh, yes. It's no more Onana now. We might have a bad word from Onana. You never know. But look, it's funny how the Onana rumours, the Onana is playing so well thing has gone quiet, isn't it? It's a bit like the Elanga thing, isn't it? But wait till he scores a tap in, then everyone's going to be going, "Oh, I told you, Man United are the problem." What I would say is that absolutely, Steph, you know what, the AFCON is coming. And you know what, if Mbeumo can do anything, I know he's not going to be any use on the pitch to us. There's two things I want Mbeumo to do. I want him to win the AFCON. I want him to stay fit. It's actually three. And I want him to speak in Balaba's ear. However, and I'm going to be honest, guys, Balaba needs to pick up his performances. Balaba needs to sort it out. Because I'm not going to paint him with the same brush and I'm not going to criticize him too much. But the longer these bad performances keep carrying on, the more unlikely it is that Man United are going to risk Carlos Balaba, especially for the price that has been quoted on him. So I would say that if Balaba cannot fix up his form, Elliot Anderson and Adam Wharton will be on the front of the queue. And I think they should be anyway. I think Adam Wharton should be a priority. I think Adam Wharton is the kind of player that Sir Alex Ferguson would have signed, I believe. I believe that Adam Wharton is an absolute generational player. And I think Adam Wharton would absolutely change the dynamic of Man United. Of course, though, I would love both of them. That would be absolute dream world, living in a fantasy. Absolutely, guys. And, get Adam Wharton, get Balaba, get Stiller, get Balaba, get Stiller, get Adam Wharton. You know what I mean? It will, you never know. But Man United are a midfield away from challenging for this league title. Trust me. And the way we dominated against Arsenal in the opening game of the season, shouldn't have lost. I learned a lot from that game. But I also learned a lot from the City game. And I also learned a lot from the Brentford game, right? Where we should have lost 6 to Brentford and we got thumped against Man City. I don't want this team to go back into those naughty habits. You know what I mean? Those bad habits that they've been accustomed to over the years, I really don't want them to let us down. I really don't want them to let us down. I really want them to go out there against Brighton, change the record, and beat Brighton and Hove Albion and stuff those seagulls. I really do hope so. By the way, I've been to Brighton a number of times. I used to get a rock from Brighton. In England, you get rocks. It's like a long, sweet, very bad for your teeth. And Basically, look, it has become a little bit of a naughty area recently. And it's not as nice as it used to be. Brighton is not as nice as it used to be. Neither is Blackpool, neither is these places in England. But I do like the seaside towns. I do. Unfortunately, Man United not going to Brighton. We're at Old Trafford, of course, guys. So, yeah, look, I'm looking forward to the game. And you know what? It's gone very quickly, guys. It's like the game against Liverpool was a few hours ago. That's how it feels. It's gone very quickly. And I don't want us to beat Liverpool and then suddenly, drop points against Brighton and then everything just goes back to square one, isn't it? We really need to change that record. Absolutely. NSP, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Big up, big man. Hope you're doing well. I'm worried about the Brighton game. It could be a very classic United to beat Liverpool and then get dominated by Brighton. It could be, my guy. It could be NSP. It could be that game. But this is why we've been talking about on the show. It's about changing the narrative, innit? Because we've done this before. It's so predictable. Man United beat Liverpool, beat Arsenal, beat Man City, beat Chelsea, lose to Brighton, lose to Newcastle, lose to Everton, lose to Crystal Palace, lose to Wolves, lose to Bournemouth. That's what Man United do. And this is the narrative that we need to change, because everyone will be in those players' ear over this next 48 hours. Everyone is going to be in the players' ear that, you know what, you beat Liverpool, but you know what you do against Brighton. You always go to Brighton. You play Brighton and you always lose to Brighton. Danny Welbeck always shows up in the game, blah, 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 blah. You know what they're going to be doing, isn't it? You know the narrative that they're going to be feeding. So we have to change that narrative, NSP, my friend. We have to change it. And not only against Brighton, against the likes of Nottingham Forest, where we're playing Nottingham Forest with a new manager bounce. And we generally lose those type of games where teams that have a bounce. So we've got to change. We've got a little bit of our own little personal history to make here. We got a little bit of wrongs to be corrected. And beating Brighton, who we've been notoriously poor against over the last few years, will be a start. And if Man United manage to beat Brighton and we're 3 games won in a row, and then we go to the City ground, buoyed, confident that we're going to go and win 4 games in a row. Do you know what I mean? And then you can think about the Tottenham game. And then, at the Tottenham, if we beat Brighton and we beat Nottingham Forest, you can go to Tottenham and afford to maybe even draw the game. But I think we can win the game. If Man United beat Brighton, Nottingham Forest, Tottenham and Everton, then you're going to have to look at Manchester United and think, wow, Man United, wow, you can really dance. You know what I mean? Wow, you can really dance. That's what's going to matter. What a coincidence. Because Man United, the only coincidence is that Man United will be challenging for that league title. You know what I mean? With Arsenal. You know what I mean? Big up, Bobby. What's going on, my guy? Hope you're doing well. Really good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing blessed, my guy. Hope you're good. Steph, if the results go our way this weekend, wouldn't it be great to see the media and rivals squirm if we get into that? Absolutely. Listen, you know what I will say, Stephanie? We have to do a bloody charity stream, because at the end of the day, a lot of those pundits will be jobless. Because if they didn't have anyone to talk about, i.e. Manchester United, they would be jobless. So I would have to do a charity stream for all those bloody jobless pundits on TalkSport and ESPN FC and Sky Sports. That's what I'm talking about. Do you know what I mean? It's about time Man United change the narrative and give them something to bloody chew on. Something bitter. Sour lemons. Squeezy lemons. Sour lemons. That's what it's all about. Absolutely. And Simon Jordan, forget about it, mate. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Forget about it. Martin O'Neill, forget about it. Martin Keown, forget about it. Craig Burley, forget about it. We're gonna be back, guys. Absolutely. And NSP, for sure, if we beat Brighton, I will believe that we have turned a corner. Absolutely. Me too, my friend NSP. I really do hope so. And I really believe that we will. Absolutely. Ephraim, good afternoon, Sal. Big up, Ephraim. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. What's your prediction? It's right there in front of your face. In front of your face. The prediction is right there in front of your face. It is Manchester United 3. Brighton and no Albion. 0. Brighton and 0 Albion. 0. That is what it is, guys. Manchester United 3. Manchester United 3. Brighton and no Albion. 0, guys. That is what it is at the end of the day. That is what we are talking about. Man United winning that game and winning it well. And you know what, Mr. Stephen Hawking? Wow. You won the game. Wow. And we're going to win that game. Absolutely. Title charge, says NSP. Absolutely. Come on. Title charge. We're going to get a title charge. I mean, look, you know what? We have to beat Brighton and Nottingham Forest. And then the Tottenham game is more like how would I say it? I think Tottenham game would be like a mini FA Cup final. You know what I mean? Because we'll beat Brighton, we'll beat Forest. Then it's like the creme de la creme of Manchester United games that we usually lose, right? And last season, not least, we lost 4-0 to Tottenham. 4 times to Tottenham, which is embarrassing in itself. I almost dug myself a grave thinking about losing to Tottenham 4 times in one season. In one season, Tottenham 4 times, and that one of them was a European final. So we beat Brighton, we beat Forest, then it's the creme de la creme of narratives of games, which is Tottenham away. Now, we've had a lot of unlucky times at Tottenham. Handball, Garnacho, remember all them times? No. I think the last time we won there was a 3-0 win, if I'm not wrong. It was a 3-0 win, not too long ago. Well, many years ago. And Cavani scored and Ronaldo scored. Shows you how long ago it was. Let's do that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Absolutely. Stick that in your pipe. Absolutely. Stick that in your ganja. Absolutely. Stick that in there. Absolutely. Right in there. Stuff those bloody seagulls with ganja. Absolutely, guys. That is what it's all about. No, I do not condone that. But, guys, I do not condone stuffing that into a seagull and smoking it. Absolutely not. It's just tobacco. Absolutely. NSP. Someone and send Balaba's agent a message. If he drops a stinker, we will pay the 100 million. I don't think. I think by the time Balaba finishes against Manchester United, his fee will be 7.7 million because he's going to have a stinker tomorrow. Every single game that Balaba plays, his price is going down, guys. You know, he's like a used car. You know what I mean? It's like every time you drive that car, the mileage is getting higher and higher. The price is getting lower and lower. I think this is what Balaba is. I think this is what Balaba is at the moment. I think Balaba is his price is reducing. Don't worry, we'll buy him at the end of the season for 17.7 million plus Collier. They can have him as well. So that is what it is. Absolutely. I hope. Look, guys, I'm enthusiastic. I'm happy. I'm never negative before a game. I never. As you know, we weren't negative before the Liverpool game, and I put this score up there so people get confident that we are going to win this game, guys, because I believe this is what the score will be: 3-0 to Manchester United, guys. I really hope it does happen. Who would you want at most out of Stiller, Anderson, Wharton, and Balaba? Well, you can't pick anyone. Stiller and Balaba are 2 number 8s, so you don't want 2 number 8s. So we have to pick one of Stiller and Anderson, Stiller and Wharton, or Balaba and Anderson, or Balaba and Wharton. So Wharton and Anderson are number 6s, so we need a number 6, right? So it will be Stiller or Anderson or Wharton and Balaba. For me, you know what I will pick? Guys, it's a controversial option. Wharton and Stiller. That's what I will pick. Wharton, Angelo, Wharton. No, Angelo Wharton in midfield. That's what I want, which is Angelo Stiller and Adam Wharton. Bobby, 2-0 United. I'll take that all day long, Bobby. Absolutely. I'll snatch your hand off, mate. I'll take your pint out of your hands for that score, mate. I would absolutely do that. That would be absolutely fantastic as long as Man United win the game. You know, as I said, I don't care if we stink at the place. I don't care if it's a proper shithousery performance. If Man United win, that is the most important thing for me. It's the most important thing for me. And Man United winning the game and Man United be 3-3, guys. Now, the way the league is this season, and you think about Man United were unlucky against Arsenal, should never have lost against Arsenal. It was a robbery. Didn't even go to VAR. Guys, that's what I want to talk about, because the Arsenal goal, I was thinking about it last night, right? I was thinking about that Arsenal goal that they shouldn't have scored. Didn't even go to VAR. That shows how sinister this VAR thing is. How can that not go to VAR? It's baffling, isn't it? Because that would have been overturned. So the minimum Man United would have got, I think Man United would have won that game, by the way, but the minimum we would have got is a draw. And the reason Man United would have won that game is because Arsenal wouldn't have sat back. And I think that Man United would have at least got a draw. It would have been a point. We should have scored the penalty against Fulham. That would have been 3 points. And add 3 points to Man United right now, we're second, third place. You know what I mean? So if Man United go out there and beat Brighton, we could be up there, guys. Start 6th, 5th. You're talking about minimum 6th or 5th, isn't it? Right? And then we're going to, because other teams play. So then we're going to, if we beat Nottingham Forest, we can go up to 3rd, 4th. You know what I mean? I'm talking about minimum here. Right? And then you beat Spurs, and then we'll be top of the league. Top of the league. We're going to be top by Christmas, guys. We're going to be the Christmas number 1. Man United are going to be the Christmas #1, guys. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Remember, Uncle Sal, I said it. It's going to be the Christmas #1. It's going to be there, guys. Going to want to move like the Red Tribe do. There's the man that can stand in our way. That song, actually, we didn't get #1. The one that went #1 was Come On You Reds, Come On You Reds. We're off to see United plays. Man United, here we go. Glory, glory, Man United. Yeah, we were once #1 in the charts, and we were #1 in England. Double winners. Once upon a moon. Absolutely. Steph, Arsenal have ridden their luck this season. They have. Look, listen, you know what, Steph? The overhyping of Arsenal. Let it rumble on. Let it mold out into the distance. Let it get into the distance like a cowboy movie at the end on their horse, riding their horse, and it starts to go jelly like this. It starts to go jelly as the horse goes further away from the screen. That is Arsenal. Jelly bellies. Absolutely. And you know what? I guarantee you, if Man United get close to Arsenal, Arsenal will fold. They're weak. I generally don't mind if we play them like we did Liverpool because they are going to attack us. Look, listen, NSP. Listen to this, my friend. And if you take one little bit of advice in your life, let me tell you this right now. We're beating Brighton. Easily. It's going to be a shock. People are going to say, oh my goodness me, did you see United at the weekend? That is what's going to happen. We're going to beat Brighton and Hove, no Albion. Brighton and no Albion. We're going to beat them easily, guys. You watch this space, of course. You watch this space. Ephraim, Sal, I do not care what anybody say. If we win the league 3 games, we are in a title charge. My guy, if we win the next 2 games, I think we're going to be very, very overly zealous, maybe. But why not? Why not? Leicester won this goddamn league, and it was a stronger league than this one. You know what I mean? Look, guys, we win the next 5 games, for example, right? I don't think you'll be able to contain me. Look at me now. Look, I mean, imagine we win the next 5 games. Imagine the vibes there's going to be. Catch you later. Thank you, Stephanie. Good to see you. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Keep commenting. Keep smashing the like. Thank you, Steph. I really appreciate you. Guys, don't forget to smash the like. We need to get to 50 likes on this stream. What's going on? Got 28 in the house. We should have a lot of likes, guys. Come on, guys, and smash the likes on the stream, guys. Absolutely. Sorry about the late notice of the stream. Different times and stuff like that. But obviously, I'm busy later on. Guys, Chatterbox will be back Sunday. I've got something to do tomorrow, but Breaking Dawn will be back tomorrow, of course, in the morning. Of course, guys. And by the way, guys, this shirt is not sky blue. So if anyone tries to tell me that, Sal, why are you wearing sky blue? Why are you wearing sky blue? That's the City colours. It's green. It's green. It's the lights that make it look sky blue. It's definitely not sky blue. Absolutely not, guys. I would not do that to you guys. Absolutely not. Now, look, guys, all seriousness, you know, when the game kicks off, I just want Man United to insert themselves and implement themselves well. I've been praising Ruben Amorim a lot this week. I've been slagging off those merchants who were wearing sunglasses in their streams, even though only a week ago they were slagging Ruben Amorim off, saying that get him out of my club, he's a fraud and this and that. And we all know who they are. And then they're going on their streams with their sunglasses. With their bloody sunglasses. Shameless. Absolutely shameless, guys. You know what I mean? Can't believe how shameless they are. It is, isn't it? Really shameless. But guys, ladettes and everyone, I want to thank everyone for joining me today. That is the match preview between Man United and Brighton. That is how you do a match preview, guys. That is how you do a bloody match preview. It's about vibes. It's about energy. It's not just about this, right? Put a little tweet of Andy Kayla. Blah, 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 blah. That's what people do, guys. It's about entertainment. It's about vibes. It's about feeling the club that we're going to do this, guys. Guys, Sal, do you think Xerxes will get game time? I don't know. I don't think that Ruben Amorim feels him, you know. Big up, Bobby. Thank you so much, my friend. Big up, you legend. Absolutely. And big up all the members in the house as well. Absolute legends, guys. Guys, I am Sal Warner, believe it or not. I will be back tomorrow morning for Breaking Dawn. Okay, Breaking Dawn is the next stream. Breaking Dawn, and now I'm yawning early in the morning. I will be there early in the morning on a Friday. Friday again. Sunday, Monday, what? 24 hours before a game? Yeah, absolutely. Call me in. Count me in, guys. I will be there for Breaking Dawn. That is what it's all about. And we'll be continuing these vibes of Manchester United against Brighton and Hove Albion. Absolutely. Because we will beat them. I'm pretty confident of that. Back your manager. Back your manager. Back your team. And who knows what can happen, guys? Who knows what will happen? You know, stranger things have happened, isn't it? Man United, Christmas #1. Bring it on, guys. Take it easy, guys. I'm Sal Warner. This is Stretford Post, and this is obviously the match preview between Brighton and Manchester United on Chatterbox, courtesy of Chatterbox. Sponsored by Chatterbox. Absolutely. I sponsor myself. Absolutely. Guys, take it easy. Hope you have a great day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. If nothing else breaks, but if something does break, you never know with Man United, by the way. If something does break, guys, if some bit of news comes out of the airwaves, I will be here to discuss that news with you. Even if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I will be here to discuss the news, the latest and the greatest, guys. That's what I will be here for. Absolutely. Manchester United 3, Brighton and Hove Albion 0. That is the score I'm going with. That's the lineup. The lineup here is a lineup I'm going for, or is it here? It's going here. I mean, it's swapped over. The lineup here is the lineup I'm going for. That is the lineup I'm going for. Go for the lineup. The lineup is not here because it's upside down. The lineup is here. There you go. See, I luckily enough, guys, I've got the screen in front of me. And yeah. Guys, I hope you have a great day. I hope you're still enjoying your week after that win against the Bin Dippers. It was a very nice win, a very good win. And guys, I really hope that we continue these vibes because I enjoy these vibes. I enjoy winning. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy winning football matches. It's refreshing. It's refreshing. It's like a Capri Sun. You know what I mean? It's refreshing. You know what I mean? Capri Sun is probably one of the most refreshing drinks in the world, by the way. You know what I mean? It's one of the most refreshing drinks in the world. Absolutely. So, guys, have a great day. And listen, holler at your boy. I will be back tomorrow morning, guys. And don't miss me too much. I know you miss me. I know some of you miss me. Some of you are lurking in the shadows and despise me. But you know what I would say, guys? I love you too. I love you too. Because you know what? Terry Tips, I love you too. Talk to me. Talk to me. 3 points. Talk to me. 3 points. Talk to me. Absolutely, guys. Guys, thank you again. And I shall see you tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. Peace.